Hey everybody, how's it going? Christian from Treasure Town here, and today we're going to be discussing all of the errors and varieties that you should be cherry picking that will make your coins worth a lot more money on Roosevelt silver dimes from 1950 to 1959. There's a lot of different coins that you want to be searching for here, and I'll have clear photos of these errors. I'll talk you through how to look for them, where to look for the markers, and then also below have some good condition-based values. So is this an AU coin or a mint state coin, and how will the value change if you've got an error? Basically, all of that is just a few moments away. Let's get right to the presentation. And here is the first of our errors from the 50s, and it's going to be a double die reverse found on the 1950 D Roosevelt Dime. And you can clearly see it in the E pluribus unum. I mean, you can also see it in the right parts of the left parts, of the middle torch and the right kind of stem. It's clear there, but also in the E pluribus unum, especially towards the left, clear shelving, clear separation in the U, in the I, in the R. And this one's going to be worth $30 in AU 55, 85 in mint state 63, and 200 in mint state 65. So definitely something to know about. 1950S also is going to have a repunchment mark. They're a little bit challenging to see. These aren't the best resolution photos, but they're in the S, and all kind of through the S. It'll look really kind of like there's a lot of mass in the S mint mark, and that's because there's kind of a mint mark that's protruding to the north of it. AU 55 is $25, mint state 63 is $60, and mint state 65 is $125. Then we get to the 1951 D Roosevelt Dime, and there's also a repunched mint mark there. It's somewhat tilted, and it's going to be kind of in the inside of the D mint mark. You can see something, kind of tilted slightly to the left, so it almost looks like it's been shifted maybe slightly counterclockwise by 10 or 20 degrees. AU 55 is $20 up to mint state 65, commanding about $100. There's also a more clear repunchment mark on the 1952 S. I always like to present stuff when it's really clear, and you can see that the S is large and easily seen above in the northwest direction. AU 55 coins are about $15, while mint state 65 ranges up to about $120. Then we also have 1953D. There's some repunchment marks where it seems as though part of the D is going to come out of kind of the northeast of the mint mark. And then here, I hesitate to say that's going to be found in the lower part. I think that's just kind of some shelving or just some kind of damage. But the D mint mark also seems to be a little bit thicker on the left part, where there's some part of it kind of coming out of the left side. AU 55 is $25, mint state 63 is $75, and mint state 65 is about $250. Next, there's an S mint mark, again, that's going to be repunched, and it's similar in fashion to the last one, where there's some of it kind of inside the S mint mark, but there's also some clear protrusion to the upper left part of the mint mark. And this one is $25 in AU 55, but seems to range up a little higher to about $200 in mint state 65. There's also a double die reverse on the 1954, no mint mark, just from Philadelphia. And the best place to see this is a doubled torch here. You can clearly see, what looks like a full second extra torch clearly coming out of the right side of it. AU 55 is about $40, mint state 63 is $75, and mint state 65 is like $200. So I think that this was one of the easiest ones to find in terms of just, if it's there, you'll be able to see it. There's also a no JS. This is also not super challenging to see. That's the designer's initials, and this is the left and right, or the left and middle photos are a normal 1954 Roosevelt, or pretty much any Roosevelt dime obverse, where JS is kind of right below the base of, or right to the right of the base of Roosevelt's neck, and to the left of the date. But that's gone on the error coin, and this is going to be worth between $20 in AU 55 and mint state 63 $40, mint state 65 $100. So if you have a roll, or you have a encapsulated 1954 S coin, you're just going to want to check that there's not this missing JS error. There's also a repunchment mark on that coin, and again, kind of convenient, a nicely placed, clear to see error in the northwest part of the mint mark. AU 55 is a $12 coin, up to $70 for mint state 65. Lastly, we've got a repunchment mark on the 1959 D Roosevelt Dime. It's best seen as, you know, the left and the middle ones are more challenging to see. I think the right is the best example, where it's a clear spread north, just like a second D mint mark coming out there. AU55, $10 up to Mint State 65 being a $75 coin. So if you can find any of these, it's a great way to do well with the 1950s coins and also just have a fun hunt. Good to know about them. There's not, you know, as much substance in the middle and the end part of the decade, but there's significant stuff all through the beginning of it. So best of luck going out there and hunting these coins. Thanks for watching the video. I'd encourage you to like, comment, and subscribe for more content, and get in touch with me on my website, treasuretown.yt.com, Facebook, Treasuretown, Instagram @TreasuretownYT, or Twitter @Treasuretown_YT, and I'll look forward to seeing you on some of my future vids.